Okay, welcome back to the Colorado War Correspondence YouTube page. I wanted to do a little something on flash bulbs, specifically vintage flash bulbs, because it's something that's very intriguing to me for some time now. So here we have an Argus 1940s Argus C3 with its flash attachment. Now, during the Second World War, when flash bulbs were a thing, you had very many different manufacturers. So, for example, I have with Sylvania here. We have some GE flash bulbs. We have some other GE over here. Here's some Westinghouse, classic American brand, still around. Last but not least, we have the largest GE size 11 bulbs. Now, if you want to see something fun, definitely stick around to the end. Flash bulbs were one-shot, one-use bulbs that would light up a room for photography purposes back in the day before you had a repeating flash on modern cameras. I want to do a quick overview on the types of bulbs that I have that are vintage, and then we're going to do a flash test. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so first up, we're going to start with the smallest bulb I have, then we're going to go to the biggest. Now you can still get these bulbs online, but all flash bulbs in history have already been manufactured. No one is manufacturing new flash bulbs. Luckily for us, they made millions and millions of them. So you can still get flash bulbs off of eBay or that sort of thing. I got this whole lot for, I don't know, $10 or so on eBay. Nothing crazy. So the first bulb will be the PH8 flash bulb made by GE, which is the size. As you can see, this bulb is rather small comparatively to modern light bulbs and that sort of thing. Now, right in the back of here, we have this attachment that can attach smaller bulbs into the flash attachment, but the flash attachment itself is the size of a normal flash socket, or light bulb socket, I should say. You put that bulb in there, you slide it, the notches catch on the inside of there, and then it operates just like a regular light bulb. You screw it right back into the camera's flash attachment, and you get ready, right? It's now in place. We're going to cut the lights here. We're going to charge the shutter. And then now we're going to press the shutter release. Ooh, that was very nice. Okay, next up, you can see the bulb here after it's been shot. It goes a little black on the inside because all the filament gets burned out in one shot. Next up, we're going to move up to the Press Class M, or also known as number 5 bulbs. So we have two different packs here. I've got the Sylvania, and I've also got the Westinghouse here in the same size. But we're going to take one out of the Sylvania pack here, and we're going to see the size here is a little larger. A little beat up here, this box. I mean, it's only about 70 years old, so, you know, shouldn't be too bad. We can take our little flash bulb out. Let's put this back here. You can now see the size difference, right? So I think we're going to get a little brighter flash on this one than we did on the PH8 bulb. Now with modern film, you may not want the brightest flash because you're going to drown out everything and whitewash it. So I think for reenactment purposes, because we're shooting on a higher speed film, these PH8s are probably going to be the way to go. But I do need to do a film test on that first before we decide exactly how we're going to go with that. So here we go. We're putting this guy in. He just goes in, locks right there, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and charge the shutter. Kill the lights. All right, so here we have the Press Class M. Woo! That was definitely hotter. I could feel it, and you might be able to even see it smoking right now. I don't know if we caught that on film, but it was smoking pretty heavily there. So that was a heck of a flash. Let's get bigger. Okay, it's time for the biggest bulb that I have. So, ooh, that guy just kind of shoots out there. We're actually going to remove the attachment here. We're going to set that aside because our last bulb is the GE11. As you can see in this kind of decrepit box here that's coming apart. Each of these boxes also comes with a recommended shooting aperture opening and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, I don't think they keep up to modern day film speed, so you'll kind of have to play with it and figure out what works best for you. As you can see, here is the number 5, also known as the Class M, and here is the big boy. This is the GE11. Now this guy, being the regular size of a light bulb, will just screw in there just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, charge the shutter, kill the lights, hold on to your butts. Oh no! Let's try that again. Oh my God! I was looking right at it. That was a terrible idea. Okay, so sorry about that. I was not expecting to be flashed like that in the face, and now here we are. I needed to take a beat and kind of collect myself. But I wanted to finish this video just kind of by talking generally about use of flash film photography in the vintage sense. So this is just one camera and 3 different types of bulbs that I have that work within this camera. I'm sure there's many other sizes, styles, and that sort of thing. You know, they have flash cubes and that sort of thing going into the 50s and 60s. You're going to need to find what works best for you in both your hobby sense as well as your collector's sense. And you're going to need to do some research on the type of bulbs you're going to want to use depending on the modern speed of film, as well as where you're shooting and location and how dark it is, that sort of thing. I assume if you've gotten this far in the video and you're this far into our YouTube page, you are probably a collector of vintage cameras, or you know a thing or two about them. So I'm going to leave it up to you, the watcher and listener, to kind of make your own judgment calls. But it's a very fun thing to shoot with at events. It's a lot of fun just to play with, and shooting the test film and that sort of thing has been great. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. We could use the exposure. And if there's anything in particular you want to see about vintage cameras, how they work, if I didn't clarify anything specifically on a video, please message us, let us know. I'm more than happy to do a specific deep dive into something crazy if you'd like to. I have a lot of vintage cameras and a little excess time on my hands here and there. So, again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.